We're at raid cap. We're at raid cap. Oh, Jesus. 10,000 raid points. That's it. We gotta get some of this wealth out of here. We have like so many drugs right now. Good thing it's manhunters. 83 panthers. Oh, we called in. Yep, there they are. Impeccable timing. What happened to you, Julio? Julio? How did you even show up? Oh, psychic suppressor. We called these guys here. We've done a terrible thing. I didn't know.
Commandment 232. I want rabies so bad.
All right, Sky Guy. How do I deal with a Mech cluster plus auto mortar? Why, I will go melee it, because that's my only option. No, that's what I have to do. Might end the run, but yep. That's why I'm storing these low shields for things like that. I could use smoke packs to sneak up on the turrets, yeah, but the mechs are gonna wake up and land on us. But basically, I would call in allies, and then I would run over there, and hopefully the allies can distract long enough for us to make a surgical strike. I really need the rest of the map toxified, aside from our base, because that would really help when there's a mech cluster. That's gonna be a lot of toxic stuff we gotta get. Sensory mechanites. Yes. Blade spot, Christopher. All right, Christopher. I wish I could set no medical care. Oh my god. Wait, who else was it? Blade spark? Do not tend to that. 198% manipulation. Oh my god. They're not gonna be very happy about it. Well, who cares? Why do I want mechanites? It increases all these stats. They're just gonna have a reduced mood because of being sick and hurting, but aside from that, they're gonna have all these stats. That's nuts. Do not tend to that. It gives you pain and mood reduction, but boosts the pawn stats. Yeah, that is nuts. Should we go ahead and put Blade Spark on Luciferium? Symptom, so tinting it would be the worst thing in the world. Don't know how much further the stats can go. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, we might end up having to tint it so they don't have breakdown stuff. But what's the highest manipulation possible? I don't know, like trauma savant and all the genes and all the drugs. I'm not sure. I should let them at least probably 10 would know. Yeah, I'll do it. I get him trauma savant. That's too risky for me. So for anyone that's wondering, trauma savant is a rare thing that happens when like their brain almost gets destroyed, but it doesn't. They have a slight chance to get trauma savant, which means they can't talk or anything anymore. They can't socialize, but it increases their manipulation and stuff. And one of the easiest ways to get it is to keep failing brain surgery on them. You're either going to eventually kill them or they're going to eventually be a trauma savant. So what you do is you get like your worst doctor and you have them perform surgery, like implanting a joy wire or something on someone's brain in like a dark sleeping spot, dirty area, level 0, you know, worst medicine it'll allow you to do. You want them to fail the brain surgery, but it's very risky. 8 colonists for 15 days. I only have 8 colonists. We'll give you a legendary great bow. Get out of here. I don't understand why they turned that down. Krek unfortunately has dementia, but eventually Luciferium will heal that. Oh, you know what? We have a healer mech serum. Oh, if that hits dementia, that would be perfect. Don't we have a healer mech serum? Yeah, we do. We've had it forever. So I think I'm going to use that on him and not wait on the Luciferium to finish that. And hopefully it hits it. We'll see. How do I keep up my Luciferium supply? I go and buy it, and I go to Ancient Dangers. Ancient Dangers and Traders, basically. Okay, so Krek, I am going to use the healer mech serum. Come on, Krek. That way we don't have to wait a season. That is so stupid that can happen. That is so annoying. Psychic suppression can't be removed. And so we used that and it did nothing. It literally hit psychic suppression. I didn't care if it hit anything else. I just wanted to hit anything, hopefully dementia, but I wanted to hit anything to make it more likely that when Luciferium had its seasonal tick that it would hit dementia anyway. But suppression cannot be cured, so it's stupid that that's even in the game. Like, why is that even a possibility? That makes me wonder or worry that Luciferium's gonna hit that also. Getting this suppressor up indefinitely? Yeah, I think I am. This is going to help us with humanoid raids in the long run, and we really need that. Scan uranium. What about my anium? The walls out here, it's for raiders to hit so that they're distracted and hit walls and split up while we can conquer and devour. Steven! Almost your lucky day, Steven. Almost your lucky day. Like 5 days from now, you'll be a melee god. Unless we find a better melee god in the meantime, but it's gonna be a tall order. Look at this guy. Nah, Steven. Pretty sure you're gonna be one of us. Hey, we had a rat transform. Look, it's a waste rat. The Skaven do not exist. The rat men do not exist. All right, I think I'm gonna go hit that worshipful village. See what the village people are up to. All right. Hey guys. Just coming to see the device, you know? Coming to see the device, that's all. Kill them. Slaughter the villagers. Oh, show bell's broken. Get in. Wow, they're fighting to the last person. All right. Hack the terminal. All right. It has been hacked. All right. You know what? Let's stop and do an Ancient Danger on the way home. Why not? Any stories so far on the level of Mortar Baby? No child stories, but yeah, we did just show up at a village that was worshiping this thing. And we were like, hey, can we see that? We also worship the thing, but instead we just slaughtered them all. Space drone hack. Okay. So we will definitely do that one when they get back. All right, so let's see here. We got an Ancient Danger way up there. Hit this, we'll go home and we'll do the drone hack thing. Woo. All right, get on that flamer there. There we go, we're good. Hey Joyce, how's it going? Butler, how you doing? Nope. How about you, Rika? No from me. Wow, Rika, try to hit something. Excuse me. Thank you. See what's in there. Hoping for a weapon. What do we got? We got a tornado generator, which we can't use because turns out tornado is not a melee weapon. I know. It was shocking for me as well to find this out. But tornadoes sling melee weapons. Is a log a melee weapon? A log is a melee weapon if it remains in someone's hand when it hits something. But as soon as that log leaves your hands or your wind cyclone, it becomes a projectile. That's just science. Adam, no witnesses everything. There's a tornado wall. Ah! That voice gets like more and more extreme every time I do it. There's a tornado wall. That's not what we sound like. That voice is like if Shaggy got hit in the face with a log. Top 5 things to take on a caravan. A really good pawn. A really good animal. Food. A bedroll. And some drugs. You're gonna be out on the road, you gotta have drugs, you know? That's just how it is. All right, let's start this quest. All right, where'd this drop? Critical walls outside the main wall. They're like 23-ish or so. No specific length. I just wanted to make them relatively close to the base, and so we can go out and repair and rebuild, and maybe like long enough to have the raiders have time going around it, but also, you know, if they come around the edge, they're not able to shoot like chain shotguns or SMGs right away or something like that. But honestly, I should probably make it as long as an assault rifle shot. I might do that eventually. Do the ship hack raid scale? I guess we're about to find out. I don't think I've ever done one this late in the game. All right, let's see what they are. Let's get all hyped up on that toxic waste. Oh, God, they scale. Yeah, they scale. No flame centipedes, okay. Hold those in place. Kill those. Oh, you have a stun. Get on that one. You get that one. Okay, that one's stunned. We got a stun on all of them. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. It's so silly how good these are at melee. We just killed that out in the open. Oh, Jesus. That's so crazy. It's so crazy. Oh no, that's not 10k points at all. That's nowhere near 10k points, but they do get bigger than they did at the beginning of the game. Oh yeah, I didn't even need go juice for that. I knew when there was we had enough people to melee lock all the centipedes. As long as I killed the other stuff before the centipedes got there and started shooting, we'd be fine. Shield belts actually held through the first volley, which is all we needed. We have 4 Zeus hammers, so we could stun lock all 4. It's still nuts seeing that happen though. No, we don't even have bionics yet. No, a couple people have like a part or two. One person has like architect legs or something, or architect arms. But yeah, in general, no. Yeah, Zeus hammer. Yeah. It doesn't stun as long as like the EMP grenade, and they adapt. So it's not like you can stun lock it forever. But we only need it stun locked long enough to deal enough damage to kill it, or even not counting the stun from the hammer, just having them melee locked, you know, that was a big thing. Like those what's crazy is the centipedes blast like that, each of those shots is actually a pretty decent amount of damage. So one of those shots can one shot in a normal run. They cannot one shot in this run though. So as long as we get into melee range where they get more than like a blast off, we're good. Do I have any favorite endings to my colony? Yes. My favorite ending of all time, not even close, nothing even compares, is the first melee run. The first melee run is up on YouTube. The last episode of the first melee run I did is by far the absolute craziest crap I've ever done in RimWorld. Yeah, that's my favorite, not even close. Alrighty, we're gonna see if we get a new melee god here, and if not, then Steven will be our next one. Ooh, we got a wonder on the first one. And save them for rep. Participating in the Stone Festival. I can't save this person's lives. I'm dancing. Iron-willed body purist. Sail me, please. Boring. Perhaps you need to do it 2 more times. Are dance parties better than social festivals? Yes, they are. Dance parties have a higher mood benefit, and dance parties increase work speed if they go well. Social ones do not. Get up, it's time to party. Christopher immediately starts dancing in his bed. Look at them hopping on their beds. We're up, we're doing it. Craig is still on his bed. He has dementia. He's having the time of his life. He won't remember this, but he's having the time of his life. Those two are very good. Wimp, delicate. It's a genie.
Welcome back.
Very neurotic crafter. We doing social festivals all this time before? I don't always do social festivals. It depends on what you have going on. Like at this stage, we can have all the stuff to get 100% on dance festivals, so there's no reason not to use them. But in most runs where I'm min-maxing, you'll see me using drum festivals because that's the tribal version of this and does the same thing. Got a choice. Which game would you forget? like forget it and then I also never have to play it again? Hang on, I have an answer for this immediately, and it's not what most people would think. Like, forget a game exists and I will never know that game exists ever again, no matter what. I have an answer. It's not Greedfall. That's what most people would say. Nope, it's not Greedfall. So if that's your question, the answer is Remothered. Remothered. Dream Daddy was a good game. Why would I want to forget Dream Daddy? Remothered. You might be saying to yourself, Adam, Remothered? Surely it's pronounced Remothered. It's not. No. That's why my question was so that I would never know of its existence and never play it again. Remothered. It's the only game on stream that I have ever stopped playing and not finished because it was so bad. So terrible. Why are you saying Remothered? Play the game. But also I don't recommend playing it. It's all about moths. It's all about moths. So that's how I pronounce it, Remothered. The only game that I ever just stopped playing on the stream because it was so bad. Usually even bad games that I'm not enjoying too much, I'll like, all right, I'll just finish it. All right, Christopher, let's get you on the road again. On the road again. Christopher can't wait to get on the road again. Christopher, did you get the plague? No? Okay, then. You're our best doctor, though. Christ. And our other doctor got it, so all right. Never mind. All right. Mind freeze. That's fine. You're probably fine. In fact, let's go ahead and hit him with Preach Health. Put him on self-tinned. Take him off bed rest. There you go. Enjoy your plague. Surely you won't die, right? He has major cell instability, but we're gonna pretend he doesn't have that. All right. Let's see. Take 350 drugs with us on the road because you just never know when you need to party. 6,000 silver. Boy, if your caravan gets hit, you're gonna have a real tough time. But Cassandra's on cooldown right now, so Krista, I need you to get there real fast. All right. 2 allied factions who are enemies with each other can never be on the map at the same time. You can't call them in. Can't call them in, yeah. So like if you have like with these traders here, if I try to call in someone that's their enemy, it'll say they won't come because there's hostiles on the map or whatever. Yeah, that's still true. Yeah, if you try to call them in, it'll just tell you can't. Yeah, boost upon's art score high enough so when you assimilate them, they are still useful for you. I mean, we have a -8 for art, right? So they have to have a really high art score to begin with, and then something like fast learner or great memory would be nice to get that even further. Like Christopher here has great memory, so if we got like art trainers and pumped his art up, he would basically stay at that art level and he would be able to make decent art. So it might be something to keep an eye on. If we ended up finding something like that, we might change Christopher into a production specialist and then have someone else be the moral guide. All right, let's see here. They do not have any R-kite stuff. We could, they don't have any bionics either. Fantastic. All right, well, buy more Luciferium. You got any trainers? They have social trainers. We might buy those just to bump up the social on Christopher here, so we can get even better deals on his trading. He's always out trading. Not a bad idea. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So we'll grab the social trainers. We got the Luciferium. That'll be good. Let's bring the rest home. Get ready for the next raid. The villagers databank. Yes, again, we'll be there soon to worship along with you. What is all that around your base? The white dots, those are abandoned settlements. Those are places that we went and we settled and we looted the ancient dangers and we left. That's the despoiled world that I leave in my wake. Yeah, unlike our home, which is not despoiled at all. This actually looks like some kind of Dark Souls or Hollow Knight boss. Like you got this blob of filth. Some weird neck and a big head and some weird oozy open void mouth. Adam, you've been playing too many of those games lately. I have. The CPU base layout. It is a little bit, yeah. We're gonna make it a xenotype that focuses on shooting. Does anyone have any recommendations? I highly suggest, obviously you want to get things like shooting, but if you can keep them on drugs, like, you know, Psychic dependency or Go Juice dependency or whatever, those ones give you a lot of points to play with. And as long as you can keep the drugs, it's just pure positive. What I would do is probably go through and, like I did with this, and maybe go through and choose like all the positives that you want And then you can go through and maybe do the negatives or the reverse. I did the reverse. I went through and went with all the negatives I could possibly stand, and then to see how many points we had to play with, and then I used that to build my pawns. But unstoppable you'll absolutely want for shooters. Unstoppable means that you don't get stunned when they're hit, so you can actually kite, and if they get hit or whatever, you can still run. So unstoppable is probably one of your number ones for like a combat shooting xenotype. The drug dependencies are almost like make your own Luciferium. Yeah, so I would say drug dependencies, look at maybe 2 of those. And then unstoppable, obviously. Another one is one of the best ones is super clotting. Super clotting and super fast wound healing is just stupid good. With these two, you basically don't have to tend people. Their wounds literally just heal during combat. It's nuts. So I would strongly suggest these two for any combat focused custom xenotype. Super clotting, super fast healing, unstoppable, and then 2 drug dependencies, then build from there. Unstoppable is just good for everyone. Yeah, unstoppable is just really good. Super healing and clotting are absolutely nuts. It's really crazy to see someone get like an 18-point damage Scyther bleed during combat, and it's just patched immediately. Like 30% wound tend. It's like, what? That combo is probably one of the best combos in there. All right, it's time. Shikan is ready to spread their genes. I need to get a smithing table down so we can have at least some kind of weapon for them. That down. Steven. Infestation. All right. Let's just take care of it. I just don't want to deal with it. Yeah, we'll take care of it. Ah, the old melee block. You know what? Let's leave that one up for a little while. I did miss it, but let's leave it. All right, Steven, it's time. All right, Steven, we're doing it from behind. In front of the loudspeakers. A new melee god. All right, Shikan. I think it's your first implant, but... All right, just be gentle and be all right. Here we go. Let the ceremony commence. One of us, one of us, one of us. All right, so now Steven gets a real name because Steven's not a real name. All these Stevens in chat are like, hey, wait a second. Wait a minute. Newton. Congrats, Newton, you're a melee god. Way to go. We could do, well, how much uranium do we have? We could do a uranium mace. That'd be better than the steel. Yeah, we only have 55 of that too. This is just a temporary thing, so he has something for the next raid. And then we'll get him, we need to go out and get 2 more weapons. Newton, do you have any body parts missing or anything? Nah, you're fine. Look at you. Look at you. What's the most dangerous thing right now for the colony? Explosive pirates. Yeah, explosive pirates. Explosive pirates and a mech cluster with Diabolus at the mech cluster. Those are our 2 probably scariest things. Mech cluster that has something I have to deal with, like an EMI device or a drone. Well, a drone wouldn't matter. EMI device or auto mortar one. Yeah, those both suck. Newton, I was hoping you'd be up for the next raid, but you probably won't be. But maybe Cassandra will only hit us once this time. She hit us with the infestation. Oh, Blade Spark has inspiration. Oh my god. We're about to get a legendary cataphract. I'm feeling it. Come on, Blade Spark. You can do this. Masterwork minimum. Come on. Like surgery. If you zoom in on it, it's a higher chance. Here we go. Legendary. Oh my lord. 200% sharp resist. Oh boy. How does anything over 100% work? So the best place to look at this is it actually explains it in here. So if you hover over this and you look, there's this long explanation of how armor percentages work and how it rolls and the layers and how it decides to overroll into the next layer or into blunt defense versus sharp defense. All that's in here. So just literally go into an armor, click on sharp or blunt, and then read this part. I'm not going to read through it all, but it explains it in the game very well. So it's got nowhere to find it, which now you do. Now you do. It's not a good ship. Okay. Hang on. Where are those social trainers? There's one. What's your social at now? 16. Nice. Architect arm. Architect arm will be taking that. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Probably best to put it on Christopher, actually. Scared to do the surgery on him. Probably best to go there. Let's wait and see if Cassandra hits again. And we'll go from there. 10,000 raid point psychic ship. Oh. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Slaves are going to be a little unhappy, but... Oops. All centipedes. Not even all centipedes. There's even 2 centurions there. Some scythers. There's an apocryton. Boy, oh boy. Into the next raid. You can't wake them up remotely anymore. I can't use mortars to wake them up. So maybe I wake them up with like a slave during the next big raid. Maybe we'll get like a meat shield sort of slave. So the high psychic drone is doing nothing for... Oh, I sold one of your loved ones into slavery? My bad. I didn't know. So our slaves are actually gonna get really unhappy with this being here. Psychic drone is gonna get up pretty high. Ocratron on hatred, we're gonna have a -4 for that. Yeah, there's also a war queen there. Yeah, cut their ears off. No, they're not hearing it. It's psychically. Sold one of your loved ones. Oops. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to. Just get over it. We gotta find another tough pawn within 11 days. So that's the second Cassandra hit. We can get out and go looking for more pawns. What do we have nearby? We have another worshipful village, so that's an option. We also have this logging place with 26 people. All right, let's hit up the village. Yeah, let's take a look. It shouldn't be a problem, right? He's gonna need it within 5 days. We could give him that just to like get him started. Maybe we just will, but so let's see. Operation. Administer the Psychite tea. Psychite tea is a medical operation, yeah. So I have a story kind of about that. A long time ago when I was newer to the game, I had someone that had a smoke leaf addiction and they were unhappy about it and they were in their hospital bed, unconscious or whatever. And I had the thing where that like I didn't know they couldn't break down or whatever. But the point is they needed smoke leaf, right? And it wasn't like they were going to die. They just needed it for their addiction. We had some. I was like, oh, can we give it to them while they're in the hospital bed? I was looking, fooling around and whatnot, and I saw that we could, and I was like, oh, okay. And I set it up, and they came and gave them smoke leaf, and it killed them. It killed them because smoke leaf drops consciousness by like 10%, and they were at like 10% consciousness. So just imagine this person like in a hospital bed laying there, and the nurse comes in and is like, here, buddy, here. Take a deep breath. They're like, no, it'll kill me. No, it's good. It's good for you.
Appreciated.
He takes a big deep breath. He can't help it. They force it in there and he just dies. So yeah, that was the first time I ever used a medical procedure to apply drugs. Yeah, the same thing happened. You wanted the patient to feel better, and you killed him. Oh. My goodness. The cojones on those guys. Don't make a noise. Someone steps on a twig. Twigs have been extinct. There hasn't been a twig on our map. Don't look at these. There hasn't been a natural twig on the map in years. Cojones, you say?